DJ Mixer is one of the best DJ apps available, and in this video you will find out if the free version is good enough or if it's worth spending the money on the paid version. Let's talk about pricing. This app prices a little different than other apps. Instead of only having a monthly and a yearly subscription, they have a weekly subscription. So you can start it out for a week with the weekly starter plan for $4.99 a week, or you could get the Pro Plus plan for $9.99. And then if you wanted to pay per year, it's $39.99 or $79.99 per year. The starter plan per year is around the same price as DJ Pro AI cost for a year. So now that we know the prices, let's check out the free version. Let's start with the positive first, what you can actually do with the free version. And there is one really important feature that you still could do with the free version, and that is DJing with your streaming services. So this app is integrated with various different streaming services. And if you watched my videos before, you know that if you're DJing with the iPad or the phone, you're going to want to be DJing with streaming services. So with this app, you could download for free and then log into your streaming service. The streaming service that I use is Tidal, and you could still load up all your songs right there and start DJing right away with millions of songs with the free version. Next, let's talk about, we still have a full mixer section. We have our volumes over here. We have our EQs. We could use the smart EQs, which is similar to DJ Pro AI's neural mix or stem separators on other apps. You could simply get rid of the vocals, get rid of the drums, make instrumentals, and make acapellas right there. If your EQ section looks a little different, you might have to switch it over here. If you press this hidden drop-down menu, we could get to our classic EQs, and now it's like a regular mixer with your bass, mids, and highs. So again, you could load songs from your streaming service, you could take out the vocals, you could take out the harmonics, and you could actually be DJing with your EQs. So you still have a full DJ mixer. So far, what can't we do with the free version? Let's go over to HotQes. So we could set 2 hotkeys. One of the most important things when you start DJing and doing gigs and DJing for people is making playlists and organizing your tracks. So I suggest that every song that you put in your playlist, you should have at least the start and stop cue points. So with the free version, you could actually have your start and stop cue points. You get 2. Usually in almost every DJ software allows you to have 8. But if you can make it work with just 2, it's better than nothing. Just make sure you set them smartly. I would suggest doing start and stop cue points for that. Next is effects. Can we use effects with the free version? We sure can, but it is limited. Instead of using 2 effects, the Pro version of the app allows you to have 2 effects at the same time, which is great. DJ Pro AI allows you to have 3. A lot of softwares will either have a range between 2 and 4 effects that you could use at the same time. With the free version, we could still use effects, but we can only use 1 at a time. So we got a little filter here. So this app has a lot of great effects. If you look at me scrolling down, these are all effects that you could use. But unfortunately, this little lock symbol means that they can only be used with the paid version, but we could still get a couple of essential effects that you would want to use. We got roll, steal, filter, and echo. So you could get away with just using filter, echo, and roll and do a pretty good set. If you're a DJ that really likes to get into the effects and use all the different fancy effects, and that's your style of mixing, then you might want to upgrade to the Pro version. But we could still use these 4 effects while we're DJing. So far, we got HotQes, we got streaming services, we got effects. Another really important thing that you can't really DJ without is loops. Let's see what happens when we press the loops. Unfortunately, with the free version, you cannot use loops at all, which I wish they could have gave us like a 2 or 4 beat loop, but there's no loops. Can you still get around DJing without loops? Yeah, you can, but it might be a little bit different depending on what type of music you're DJing with or the style of mixing that you do. So loops are off the table unless you pay some money. Another great feature that this DJ app has that other DJ apps have is Automix. I believe it's important if you have to take a break or if you don't feel like mixing the whole time. Then you could just set an auto mix. This app has a pretty good auto mix, but unfortunately, this is a paid feature only. It uses artificial intelligence. You guys know the deal. It mixes the songs for you. It doesn't just crossfade it like maybe Spotify does. It actually uses artificial intelligence to do the auto mixes. So it is a great feature, but if you are just looking to start DJing, start mixing, start blending stuff together, then you're not really going to miss the Automix. This app has a way to use headphones if you have a headphone splitter, but unfortunately pre-queuing is not available for the free version. So if you want to get the headphone splitter, so if you're planning on getting one of these headphone splitters and being able to mix and use headphones straight from your iPad, this app does offer it, but again, you need to pay for the paid version, which I think is a pretty cool feature, and it's a feature that's pretty necessary for most types of DJing, so keep that in mind. You cannot use headphones with the free version. Now, this app has a really cool sampler, but unfortunately, you only get access to a limited amount of the sample packs. So this is this sample pack. So over here we get DJing Essentials, which is the one that we're in. But all these other great sample packs, which there are quite a bit of, you have to have the paid version. It's really not a deal breaker because some of these effects are pretty cool, like the cash machine. So just keep that in mind. You can use samples, but it's limited to just one sample pack. So if you're a DJ that loves using samples like me, then you're going to miss having all of those different packs. Now, a lot of people ask me with eDJ Mix, can you use DJ controllers? Because DJing with the iPad is fun, but DJing with a DJ controller is a completely different experience, and it's something that you're going to want to do eventually. And yes, you can use one controller with this app currently, and that is the DDJ200 Smart Controller by Pioneer. It's a Bluetooth controller, which if they're able to use that Bluetooth controller, I don't get why you can't use every Bluetooth controller, but that is the only controller that works with this app. And unfortunately, you cannot use the controller while you're using the free version. So you're going to need the paid version to use a controller. So that might be the thing that crosses you over to being a paid customer, because eventually you're going to want to be using DJ controller. So this is a really great app. You could DJ and add songs. If you want to learn more about how to load up a song and start DJing right away with this app, check out this video over here where I show you. Thanks for watching.